Long ago, in the cold and rugged mountains of an ancient land, there lived a young boy named Aaron. While other children ran freely through villages, Aaron grew up inside a wooden cage tied to the side of a rocky cliff. He wasn't imprisoned for a crime, he was hidden there for protection. Raiders often swept through the valleys, and his fragile body had once been too weak to survive their harsh world. The cage hung near a narrow cave carved into the mountain. Through its wooden bars, Aaron watched the world change with the seasons. In winter, icy winds cut across his face like sharp knives. In summer, the blazing sun burned his skin. He learned early that survival wasn't about comfort, it was about endurance. Each morning, Aaron's grandmother climbed the steep path to bring him food and water. But one year, when Aaron turned 13, she stopped coming. A fierce storm had destroyed the lower village, and Aaron realized he was alone. For the first time, the cage that once protected him felt like a prison. The mountain tested him immediately. Hunger clawed at his stomach. The winds howled louder than ever. But instead of surrendering to fear, Aaron studied his cage. The ropes were old. The wood was worn. Using a sharp stone he had hidden, he began scraping at the weak joints day after day. It took weeks. His hands bled. His fingers trembled from cold and exhaustion. Many nights he wanted to quit. He whispered to himself, "If I can survive one more day, I can survive another." Finally, one quiet sunrise, the rope snapped. The cage tilted, crashed against the cliff, and broke open. Aaron tumbled onto the rocky ledge free but frightened. Freedom meant responsibility. Freedom meant survival depended entirely on him. He climbed down the mountain slowly, slipping, bruising, but refusing to stop. He gathered berries. He learned to trap small animals. He built a small shelter from fallen branches near a stream. Every mistake became a lesson. Every failure became strength. Seasons passed, and the weak boy in the cage transformed into a resilient young man. His body grew stronger. But more importantly, his mind became unbreakable. One day, travelers passed through the valley and were shocked to see a thriving garden near the once abandoned mountain. Aaron had cultivated the land, planting seeds he found in the ruins of his village. He shared food with strangers, guided lost travelers, and told children stories of courage. When they asked him how he survived alone in the mountains, Aaron smiled and said, "The cage didn't trap me, it trained me. Hardship didn't destroy me, it prepared me." Years later, Aaron built a warm wooden home at the foot of the mountain. Laughter replaced loneliness. Friends replaced fear. The mountain that once symbolized isolation became a reminder of strength. He lived a long and happy life, not because life became easy, but because he became stronger. And that is the lesson for all of us. Sometimes life feels like a cage. We feel trapped by circumstances, fear, or failure. But within every hardship is hidden strength. The storms you survive today are building the courage you'll need tomorrow. Never let your environment decide your future. Decide it yourself. If this story inspired you, remember, no matter how high the mountain or how tight the cage, you are stronger than you think. Like this video, share it with someone who needs encouragement. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more powerful motivational stories that remind you to never give up.